Hi everybody, I'm JT and welcome to another video from me here at Campervan Journey. So today's video is all about the Cadac Carri Chef 2. This is a gas barbecue that we use when we're away camping on our trips and tours around France and Europe, and we've also taken it to use it as our main home barbecue as well. Such a good piece of kit it is. So I'm going to show you how to assemble it, how easy it is to pack up, and tell you a little bit about how versatile it is to use whilst you're away as well. So thanks for tuning in today to watch another video from us here at Campervan Journey. Remember, if you enjoy anything to do with campervans or camping, to click the button to like and subscribe for more content and videos from us very soon. I'd love to hear your comments as well below. Tell me how you cook when you're away, and any questions you've got, drop them below and I'll be very happy to come back to you. But thanks for watching. So when we're camping and traveling around, there's two options that we use with regards to gas bottles. We started off with this Cadac 4.5 kilo bottle, which is quite sizable, quite weighty, but has plenty of gas, and one of these we found actually lasts probably the best part of a year with using, so very good, but not our preferred option. A couple of reasons why. As I said, it's big, it's heavy. To connect up, you also need to make sure you've got a spanner so you can screw the hose on to the gas bottle itself. So it's just a little bit more complicated. Our preference is very much the Camping Gas 907 bottle. This is nice and compact, very neat, just a single nut on top which you unscrew and then can fasten the regulator on, which I'll show you in a moment. But a bottle of this size has lasted us with plenty to spare on a 2-week tour round France. Now we would use the barbecue at least 3 times a day. So in the morning we'll have either a cooked breakfast or making coffee, potentially cooking something for lunch, but always cooking a meal in the evening. And again, we would use potentially for heating hot water to make tea or coffee whilst we're away as well. So this quantity of gas has lasted us 2 weeks with no problem at all. So when we're all packed up, the Carri Chef 2 is all compact, nice and neat. So to set it up, we'll take off the lid first of all. The carry bag that it comes with has a little slot so you can store the griddles separately. 2 separate bags for those, and again each griddle plate that you buy comes with its own storage bag. And then we have the base unit with the burner, tray, and the legs. So we start off by fixing the legs. So always check when you're leaving home that you've got the legs, because they're not in the bag. You don't want to get to your destination after 7 hours of driving across France and find that you've left your legs at home. They have on them either a left or a right marker to make sure that you screw them into the correct slot. So number 1, number 2. Number 3. Just do these up hand tight. And then let me take out the utensil tray. That just clips in to some little brackets around here. So just come out and see these. So just clips in, very easy. And then we need to add the burner hose. So then we've opted to purchase for us around about £5 or £6 this little attachment that goes into the hose, which makes it much easier to screw on. The hose attachment's just underneath. And remembering that the hose, because it's a gas hose, the screw thread is the opposite way to that which you would expect. Screw it on, and again hand tight, and then add in the bottle. Very simple with the 907 regulator. Just lock on, screw, and that's all done. We can then add the tray on the top, and then depending on what we're going to cook, we can add our assorted griddles on the top here. So, for example, this one just slots on. You can't position it in the wrong place, and then that would be perfect for grilling burgers, chicken, all sorts of different things. There's a range of different attachments and fitments you can get. We've got 2 or 3, and I'll just show you those as well. The versatility of this is fantastic. We recently cooked fish and chips using the Cadac. Now, we did have to use a wok and some cooking oil to do that, but if you want to check out my video here, you'll see how we did that, and it was absolutely fantastic, really tasty. But it's a traditional barbecue setup with the griddle pan on. Top tip, if you put some water in the tray in the bottom, so any fat that goes through collects in there, it makes it much easier to cool off. There's a pan rest that you can put in a high position or a low position. One of the other attachments that we have is this fantastic pizza stone. Now, if you like homemade pizza, this is absolutely brilliant. Not cheap, it cost us about £40, but it makes really good pizza. So you can buy your pre-prepared pizzas or make them at home, buy pizza bases from the supermarket, buy your meat selection, mushrooms, peppers, whatever you want, make your pizza, pop it on here, and then you effectively make your own pizza oven by putting the top on. There's a temperature gauge on the front here, and you'll note when it's cooking that the temperature gets up to around about 200 degrees very quickly, and you can get perfectly cooked pizza within about 5-6 minutes. The other attachment that we have is a half and half plate. So this one here has a griddle section on one side and a sort of pan section on the other. So you could fry an egg or onions or tomatoes, whatever in here, and then cook some griddled meat on the other side. And the final item we have is a scuttle pan. So a scuttle pan is a bit like a shallow wok, and again a great little attachment for cooking, frying up onions or chips or anything similar to that. That sits on the top and gives you a perfect base for stirring up anything that you would fry, generally in a wok or something similar. Again, you've got a huge, if you're taking these bits with you, huge opportunity for cooking a variety of meals whilst you're away. So now we've finished cooking with the Carri Chef, just to show you how quick and easy it is to pack it up. Comes with its own carry bag, as I mentioned earlier. We're just going to dismantle it, pack it up, so we're ready to move on to our next campsite. So first of all, just disconnect the hose, and again, you can buy the little adapter to clip in to your hose, this little blue plastic wing nut makes it much easier to screw onto the gas nozzle underneath than just a Jubilee clip on. With this Camping Gas 907 bottle, the regulator again just screws directly into the top. So I've disconnected the gas, and then just take the lid off. And then what we're going to do is pop the shelf out. This just clips to lift up. Turn over. And then unscrew the legs. Doesn't matter which order we take these out in. And then once unscrewed, we actually purchased a carry bag for the legs to keep them all nice and organised. So just pop the legs into the bag. Obviously, if you're storing them in the bag separately, top tip, don't forget them when you leave home. Always make sure you double check you've got the legs to the barbecue, because that would be a disaster if you didn't have them. So then the main base. So at the moment in our carry bag we've got our pizza stone stored in there, and there's a real knack to putting this all back together so it fits in. So first of all, in the tray we've got our pan stand. I'll then put our gas regulator in, then the shelf, and you just twist this round so that it slots in nicely and it's pretty flush with the top, and then slide all of that into the bag. Then put the actual base and the cooking burner in on the upside down, slide that in. Again, that fits in nicely over the top. And we then can zip up. The griddle is stored in, each griddle you buy comes with a little storage bag. Now we've had this barbecue for around about 4 years now, so this is definitely not a video sponsored by Cadac, and you can see that even after 4 years worth of use, it's really stood up well to being packed and unpacked on a regular basis. So there's a little slot here which is designed to take your griddles. So there's one in there, And then the second one we have a Velcro tab, and you can secure all that together. And then just flip over, and if you want to, you can store the lid on the underside like so, and then it's all packed up nice and neat to be able to store in the boot of your vehicle as you move on to your next campsite. So it's about probably 40 to 50 centimeters square, weighs a few kilos, it's quite heavy, but for such a versatile piece of kit, it's great. As you can see, it's literally taken me about 3 minutes to pack it all up. Well worth it. So I hope you enjoyed that review of the Cadac Carri Chef 2. Hopefully you can see what a great piece of kit it is. Remember, if you've enjoyed today's video and you're interested in anything to do with camper vans and camping, click the button to like and subscribe, and you'll get more content from us here at Campervan Journey.